Hi, thank you, Nicole. Thank you to Lambda. Thank you to all the other writers. My name is Arielle Burgdorf. My pronouns are they, them. I am a white femme wearing a white sweater, and behind me is a cartoon map of New York City. And tonight I am going to be reading a short excerpt from my novel. And I think really the only thing you need to know about it is that it is set in 1980s Spain. Okay. Let's get out of here, I said. He shot me a look. It's 4 a.m., Natalia. All the clubs are closed. We're not going to a club. Fernando followed me out the door, probably more out of curiosity than a desire to hang with me. There were still a few stragglers out, those who had missed the last metro, drunks, drug dealers, homeless people sleeping on park benches. I walked swiftly with all the confidence I could muster, though I worried several times I might be lost. It took what seemed like forever. Fernando was silent the whole time, deep in thought. Several times I had to check behind me to make sure he was still there. Finally, after hours of walking, we reached Cerro del Tío Pío Park, or Park of the Seven Boobs, as it was more popularly known. In daylight, the rolling hills around the park looked like breasts. When I started to walk up the hill, Fernando broke his silence. Enough, I can't make it up that. My legs are numb as is. Just a few more minutes, I said, then took off running without waiting for a response. He followed reluctantly, more crawling than walking. What else was he going to do at that point? Turn around and go home? When I reached the top of the hill where it fanned out onto a big grassy plateau, we both collapsed on the ground, breathing hard. Why the fuck did you drag me here? He asked. There were many reasons. One was that I had found intense physical exertion was great for clearing the mind. The second lay behind us. Turn around, I ordered. Ancient blue gave way to young hues of peach and gold as the sun's light stretched upwards, setting the city aglow. The city here had an otherworldly feeling that recalled space, distant planets, and galaxies. The Guadarrama Mountains hung like a painting in the background, giant bodies nestled peacefully into the rest of the landscape. Dark, unrecognizable shapes of buildings and trees cut through the sky. It was beautiful, but the kind of beauty that might provoke anger in a certain mindset. Beauty that most would never see, save for the laborers, mothers with infants, the poorest of the city catching it out a window as they rose to clean and make coffee while the wealthy dozed on. Up here, it was quiet, but never silent. Soft noises barely reached us. The traffic, sirens, birds chirping, babies crying. A lump bloomed in my throat. Here was why I loved this city, why I could not bear to leave it. Thank you.